Okay, cell refreshing in formulas and ITS types. A cell reference in a cell orders address that can be used in a formula to denote a specific cell. A formula may contain a reference of other call cells. In such a case, the result of a formula depends on the value in the referenced cells. In case you make any change in the referenced cell, that the result will automatically be changed using cell reference. To see how this work, enter 10 in a cell A1. Now select cell A2 and type A1 to sign and press enter key. The value in A2 is 20. If you change the value in a cell A1 from the 10 to any value, the value in the cell A2 will also change. Cell references are especially helpful when you create a complex formula. There are three types of cell reference used in Excel: relative, absolute, and mixed. Relative reference. In relative reference refer to cell that is above or below and left or right to a number of row and or columns. When formula that processes of or relatives reference, it's copied from one cell to another cell. The value in the copied cell also change. To use the relative cell reference, performs the following steps. Step 1. Select the cell that contains the formula in which the reference of other cells is used. In this case, we have selected the cell D3, which contains the B3 sin C3 formulas to calculate the amount to be paid for the product. Step 2. Click on the copy commands from the clipboard ground under the home tab. Step 3. Select another cell in which you want to copy the formulas and click on the paste command from the clipboard group under the home tab. Notice in the formula bar that the cell address that you have used in the formulas gets changed accordingly. Using relative refreshing. Absolute reference. If you wish to maintain the original reference as they were, you should make use of the absolute reference. If you want to make the formula retain the original reference when it is copied, then you should precede the columns reference and the row reference by a dollar symbol. For example, if you want to give a discount of 10% on each product, then the discount will remain same for all the products. Calculate the amount to be paid. You should add the dollar sign with the cell that contains the discount percentage. In this case, the discount percentage is given in cell D3, hence the formula will be B3 space C3 B3 sin C3 SDS3. When you copy the formula to the next cell, address of the cell D3 will remain same as so. Using absolute refreshing. Mixed reference. A mixed reference is a reference that refers to specific row or column. It is basically a combination of relative and absolute reference. In some situations, you may need to make the cell reference as mixed reference so that you can look either a column or a row by processing it with a dollar symbol. For example, reference to other worksheet. You can refer to cell in other worksheet within the same workbook just as easily as you refer to cell in the same worksheet. For example, to enter a reference to cell A1 to in sheet 2 into cell A1 and in sheet do this. Step 1. Select cell A1 in sheet and type an equal sign. Step 2. Click the sheet 2 tab. Step 3. Click cell A2 and then press enter key. When you press enter key, sheet is now activated. Step 4. Select cell A1 and you will see that it contains the formula sheet 21 A2. The exclamation point spreadsheet the worksheet positions of refers to from cell positions. Stitch hint. To switch between making the column, the row and nothing absolute, press the enter, press the F4 respectively over a reference cell. Functions. Functions are predefined formulas in Excel to perform both simple and complex calculation. They accept arguments and return a value. Arguments are input to the functions. These arguments can be numbers or text. The value should be given in between opening and closing parentheses. Rules for using function. All Excel functions must begin with sign. Function name must be a valid Excel name. Function must be followed by opening and closing parentheses. Most of the functions must contain an argument within in. Category of functions. Excel provides many categories of functions. Some of them are statistical function. Calculate the maximum, minimum, average. It's of a set of numeric data. Date and time function. Calculate the day, month and year in a date and hour, minute and second at a particular time. Mathematical function. Calculate the square root or absolute values of a number, products of numbers. Logical function. Evaluates conditions such as 5 gives the result as true or false. Text function perform a number of operations on strings, i.e. collection of characters like hello, friend. Computer research such as finding and length of a string, joining two strings, searching for a string inside another. Let's discuss this category in detail.